And we got another number one, The Winter Soldier, The Bitter March. The last Winter Soldier series was pretty cool. Like I say, I love that spy stuff. So bring a lot of that Cold War business back into the modern days. It's kind of going back to that. Got Remender and Boshi and Chukri. I'm not too familiar with those two, but I'll be reading this, so I'll check them out. And Wolverine and the X-Men, number 41 and number 42. Jason Aaron again. Pretty fantastic series for the most part. There was one arc, that circus arc, that was really terrible. And then the Savage Land stuff wasn't too great either, but everything else has been pretty great. Great looking book too. Wolverine, Jean Grey School, X-Men. And then we got the relaunch, Jason Latour and Mahmoud Asrar, who I got to know well from his run on the New 52 Supergirl. He's an awesome artist, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he brings to the X-Men. Really looking forward to that. Number one, another one. Then another number one and number two, actually. X-Force. I was kind of on the fence about this one. But since I was reading Uncanny X-Force, the guy at my comic shop, Comic World, he threw him in because he knew I was reading Uncanny X-Force, so he just threw him in. And then he kind of plugged me on the issues. So big shout out to them. And thanks for the plug. We'll check it out. We'll see. I was on the fence about it. I don't know. Kind of done with some of the X-Force stuff. And then we got X-Men number 11. Got a Dodson cover. Done some beautiful covers for Marvel and DC too. But obviously X-Men stuff is better. Team X-Men, let's go. And then I got Image. So jump from Marvel to Image. Give you a quick note. That's how I organize my books. Go from Marvel, because I read the most books from them. Then Image. And then alphabetical from there. So the next one should be Boom. And then Dark Horse and whatnot. Then we got Dead Body Road, number 3. And Deadly Class, number 2. Just some books I figured I'd check out. I saw in previews. So I got all those. I haven't even read any of these yet either. The first and the previous issues, they're still waiting to be read. Like I said, I'm way behind. East of West, number 10. Hickman, Dragotta, and Martin. Fantastic book. If you haven't been reading this yet, you definitely need to get on this. Find a trade. If you can find the back issues, great. Pretty much, I don't want to give too much away, but obviously, blah, blah, blah. Death pretty much had a kid, and the rest of the Horsemen kind of in search of him because he kind of went walkabout. So I don't want to get into a whole long explanation of it, but trust me, you want to check it out. It's a great book. Invincible, number 109. Ryan Otley, Robert Kirkman, Cliff Rathmore, and John Rauch. Invincible, one of the best superheroes out there. I'm actually going to be rereading the whole series because I kind of fell behind way back, so I got all the issues stacked up. And I'm hoping at Emerald City Comic Con I can get a page of original art from Ryan Otley, but we'll see maybe if he has some. Hopefully I can try to bring one back to build up my original art collection. So I'll give you an update on that. And then Rat Queens, it's a fantastic book. Curtis, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Weeb, I don't know. And Rock Up Church, just a great book. So go and check this out if you haven't. It's fun, action, just great storytelling, some great visuals. You definitely need to get on this. Highly recommended. Spawn, number 240, number 241. It's a pretty cool cover like Spawn's look on here. And then, are those the Wings of Redemption? Maybe. We shall see. Longtime Spawn reader. As a kid, number one was X-Men, and then Spawn was right behind them. So I jumped back on, I think about 185 when they brought the new guy on. And it's just been rolling. Great series. So definitely check this out. If you haven't, go pick up some of those trades. Velvet. More spy stuff. Number 4. Brubaker. Can't really go wrong with Brubaker. And then Epting. SA. It was said again multiple times. I love the spy stuff. If you got any spy comic recommendations, shoot them on to me on Twitter, in the comments, whatever. Dayman, number 3. Boom Studios. They've been making some big moves. They got some great books out. So 2014 should be a real big year for Boom. I love this cover. Stealth Freeze is just a lovely cover. It's actually the background on my phone right now. I read the press copy. I never got a chance to do the review, but definitely check out the book. And just seeing this cover in person, I was like, whoa, it's just great. I love the red, the fangs. It's a beautiful cover. In Midas Flesh, got number 3 from Boombox. Pretty cool book. The first 2 issues were pretty good. The third one I didn't really like so much, but I definitely keep reading. It's kind of a fun story. Definitely like an example of like a great all ages book that's legit for all ages and not one of those watered down kiddie titles that even kids don't like. So if you got young readers, I'd highly recommend you checking this out. And obviously I like it and I'm older, so it's just a fun, good book that anyone can appreciate. Another Boom original, Protocol Orphans, the last of the series, of Michael Nelson and Mariano Navarro. Nelson also wrote, or co-wrote, Dayman, so pretty cool. Check that out. And then Suicide Risk, number 11. Another cool indie superhero book. Mike Carey, one of my favorite writers. It's from his X-Men stuff. And Unwritten from Vertigo, which was a surprise hit with me. But just because of the fantasy elements and whatnot in the narrative. The old school literature stuff. But it's got Lena Casagrande. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that. But she's got a cool style. So definitely check that out. 2 awesome creators working together. Great little book. And then Ghost, another one from one of my favorite writers, Kelly Sue, co-writing with Chris Sabella. And then got Ryan Sook working on it as well. The first miniseries to bring her back was just fantastic. Kelly Sue and Phil Noto. So definitely go check that out and then jump on this series. This is just the second one. I just relaunched this. So it's part of Dark Horse's Project Black Sky book. Check it out. Focus. I can't focus. But yeah, highly recommend the series. And then The Strain, The Fall, number 8. This is the second volume of The Strain. The first one was 11 issues. Very cool series. Love the art. This is this will be a new comic book show coming to FX later this year. So I know the price will probably go up for all the comic book speculators. Coming to TV show coming soon. You know how that goes. Anyway, just a great book. Let's check it out. Vampires. A cool little twist on vampires from adapted from a novel series. Highly recommended. And then Tomb Raider, Gail Simone, Nicholas Daniel Selma. The Tomb Raider reboot last year was a fantastic game, great gameplay, bow and arrow action, Lara Croft. I'm a big Lara Croft fan from way back. Tomb Raider 2, great game. Was one of my favorite Tomb Raider games. Yeah, she's just great. She's probably my queen of gaming. Except for that whole T-Rex thing in Tomb Raider 3. I still don't know what that was about. Anyways, got Veil, number 1. I did a review on this one. It was a decent issue. And but I'm looking. I think just the setup would be a lot better on. But I grabbed the issue. I like the art, so I figured I'd at least have it in my collection. Looking forward to number 2. And we got the White Suits number 1 new miniseries. The concept seemed pretty cool, and just visually, it was kind of interesting. Its own style, so looking forward to checking that out. I didn't read the press copy, so I wanted to have it in hand just to kind of get a full scope of the art. And we got X from Dark Horse, number 10. It's been given the Project Black Sky label too, so I'm kind of curious to see what Dark Horse plans with that. Got that with Captain Midnight, Skyman, and all that. So it's looking like they're shaping up their superhero universe for something cool. So they got a big 2014 lined up as well, so you should definitely be checking them out. And you got number 11. Check this out. Definitely a gritty superhero book I'd recommend. Actually recommended it to a guy at the comic shop when I was in there. He was looking for something, so I recommended that. So hopefully check that out.